Hi, howdy, how there. I just finished recording the last video, literally like 2 seconds ago. Now you're gonna watch this one. Also. Anyways, we're gonna be doing this. And then we're gonna go unlock sticky cows. Wow. Oh, wow. Time trial. So, anyway, you're gonna probably watch the David part of me. I just finished making a vlog video. That's a funny thing. That happens a lot. And I don't edit these. So, it's gonna be like no breaks. Non-stop. I'm gonna make some of these videos today and then upload them day after day so I don't have to record every day. That's what I do. You know, you might wonder why this teenager is watching this. I'm on break. I don't know what the time demands are, timestamps are. Oh no. I didn't exactly get this very time. Yeah. I do kind of wish at times like this that you had a burnout timer in the time trials in that game where you could see what rank you were going to get before you had to keep going. That would make this easier to think about, consider. And look at this. Wow, what's this? What is this? Alright. I'm listening to someone debug archaeological conspiracy. Any minute, man. My recommendation is significant, probably, but I would recommend him. He's a cool guy. He's very funny, and talks about science. I love science. Not like as a study. I don't study anything scientific, but I do just find it interesting as a top observer. I lose track a lot. I ramble quite a bit. That's what I'm going to do in my videos. I suppose you're going to just tolerate it or enjoy it. Maybe you like hearing people ramble. Or barely coherently relevant. And you know what? If that's what you enjoy, stick around, because I do it a lot. Alright. Oh! My God. I imagine to get all 3 stars on this, I need to get a certain time. What is this? Not a valid shortcut is what it is. Or maybe it is. Someone who's better at skin can tell me. Again, comment. I love to hear it. I love to hear from people about what they think. Or what they'd like me to ramble about. I will take ramble recommendations. I hope you know. I will do that. If you want to hear a 16-year-old white kid ramble about something, as long as it won't get me demonetized, I will do it. What? Well, the general process of demonetization does also restrict the video viewing capability. And in order to get monetized, I'm not trying to get monetized, people watching this edit. If you're wondering who just chimed in, or who I was replying to, depending on what you can hear, that was my brother. He's right next to me. Say hi. You might have heard him, you might not have. I'm not going to check through the whole recording to find out. Yeah. And, look at this. Aw. Need to use my jumps better, because it's taking away my traction. As we all know, traction is vital. You are difficult, Boulder. I kind of figured something that's hollow and filled with a lighter material. Actually, is gunpowder light? Is gunpowder all that light? Maybe it isn't. Maybe gunpowder is actually really heavy per liter. And, I'm wrong. It seems like it would be lighter than, you know, solid stone. Also, the background. I never got to comment on the background. They were fucking gorgeous. Simple, but gorgeous. You know what's incredible as well? The level design is also based on the art style of the times they take place. It's beautiful. Now that I think about it, actually, time travel might have been in every game. Well, or at the very least, a lengthy progression of large periods of time. Look at that. I need to do better. Well, I suppose I'll get to see... Okay. I'm pretty sure I saw something about a minute 15, so... if I can get under that. Oh, I actually got time to roll. Pretty solidly. My lord. Alright, looks like we're gonna be doing this. The war. Off there. The Fool. You know what, unlocking the Fool might be nice. And sticky cows. And these stars are just a marker, instead of something that you actually have to expend, so... that's nice. Look at this guy. He's blind. Oh, these are Englishmen. Or, you know, European, more so than the Greeks. And you can tell that because of the art style. That's a submarine. My god, how much time is passing? He's just being an arse. Or maybe they're just from different areas at the same time. I don't know. But that is actually a really cool design element of this game. I love it. I love it. It's so neat. Alright, this is what I mean. This is what the classical stuff is. This is what you do, man. I don't know what the Fool actually does. honestly wondering ways we get rolled over by these troublemakers. Nice. I was a little worried they wouldn't be able to get in the way. Oh, you need space to bump. What about that? What would I even do if I didn't have a boulder? Alright. Time to establish the mines. Oh, thanks. They're cool. Oh, I can't get rid of buildings. I can't destroy the civilian houses for wealth. What? What is this? Unrealistic. Unplayable. That's right. As just stay in the way of my catapult. Don't worry about what that implies later in your life. Because they're meaningless. You're not worth anything. I wonder what kind of defense he's setting up. Pretty worrying one, potentially. Good thing he's an idiot. And he's using a cow boulder, which is not going to do any damage. Cow boulder is very fast, easy to control, it's lightweight. You know, it's everything you need it to be. Pretty sure I can bug him. Try keeping around wolves. Also, your boulders can get destroyed. I think that's an important thing to know, because if you struggle... I'm lost. That's not good. If I can't go in the direction of the destruction, how am I supposed to destroy? Destroying my bank. I'm the only one who's allowed to do that. You dick! But your opponent is still rolling when you get back up. You can likely zap them. But hey, I got plenty of wealth anyway, so fine. Or at least I will. I wasted a lot of money there. Not gonna lie. That was pretty devastating. Series of poor choices. But it's okay. I'll make up for them. Series that's not so devastating. Good choices. Oh, I can get 3 gold. Nice. I feel bad for someone just yelling at me in the comment section about that. Fair. You can delay their attacks as well. Keep salting. You get really good. Also, I think the boulders like get layer strip back as well, so you kind of just get shoved around. Well, you lose damage the more damage your boulder is. You like get layer strip back. You'll see tiles come off the boulder, like tiles towards you. That's how you know. At least that might still be the case, I don't know. Good thing I only really need to take the Lost Threat seriously. I do find it. Okay, yeah, you see what I mean, though, right? And if the boulder were to get a layer stripped back, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, he's still stuck in the front. Aha! I'm going to win at this rate.
Eccellente!
Yes! That screws him over really hard. He doesn't get the gate damage that way. Love to see him put up with more of these guys. The AI seems to really struggle with these big boys. I just need one more gate hit. You know. And you'll see, in order to actually win, here's another thing I really like about the game, even if it's a tiny detail. Or actually, when you have the squawk tool guy that's inside the fortress, just breaking the gate down isn't enough. You kind of saw that with the time trial, where you actually have to like touch the middle, which you can mess up doing. You can fuck that up, and then you will, and depending on how close the situation is, you can lose, because you forgot to do that, or didn't do it fast enough. Anyway.
Eccellente!
So, I don't think they can roll boulders in this state, but, yeah, you can also kill the people in the stand. Oh wait, that's new! The guys with the coffin. Oh, that's cute. And I got the cow boulder. And all the points on that. So, the cyclopes are done. Doomed. Finished. Destroyed. Oh, and I can also play through Rome. Hold on, let me check the recording time for this episode. Plenty of time left. Okay, cool. Unit challenge. These are fun because they're basically classic mode. You only get to use one unit. Oh, and I get some more guys too. I get the cheap one, the block of 8, which is very strong. Actually, you know what? Why not? It's awful. I know it's awful. I've played with it before in previous games. It's not good. They no good, very bad. Well, older. I told you a lot of shit about it. It's something I decided to play, but it's fun, I promise. Well, it can be fun. Sometimes it's just monotonous and super annoying. Are these? Wait a minute. This is the Da Vinci thing. This is Leonardo da Vinci's version of the tank design. My God. Wait, that's seriously what it is. I don't know if it bears a close resemblance to something actually Roman or not, but that's what it looks like. And in a way is. Anyways, this is the block of ages, and thanks to the physics engine, it's borderline uncontrollable at times. And as you can see, when you hit the corners, it launches you, which can be very difficult to manage. And, you know, all the other stuff. It's quite a nightmare object to make work. But you can. You can make it work if you desire to. Why are we doing Da Vinci tanks? Like, this is a Renaissance weapon. Yeah, those are cannons. This is a Renaissance weapon. Why is that in Rome? What is that doing in pre-Common Era Rome? Anyways, the Block of Ages does a lot of damage if you can get it moving, which is like the whole thing. It's the highest... You saw the stats, I hope. It's the highest damage boulder in the game. But that doesn't really matter when what you're trying to do is beat the opponent's roster, I've realized. Common boulder. Boulder actually is kind of good for this. You want to duck on the sides, slow down. You're at one. That's what we hope to achieve. Pockets to do it, so that's really our first perspective. My perspective, you're not playing this game. Why would you? Well, I can tell you why. It's very fun. And funny. Is that Caesar? No, Caesar would refer to Julius Caesar, which is one Caesar out of many Caesars that have existed throughout history, undoubtedly. Which one is that? It's all about reaching the enemy first, it feels like, with these. So, by playing a lightweight, fast-moving boulder, admittedly, it has, like, less health, less power, and probably a lower top speed, but its acceleration is really where it becomes an asset. You can also equip different boulders, I do believe. And in the original game, there weren't different boulder types, so instead, what you did was you could equip various boulder modifiers mid-game. And then it ends with boss fight. Alright, that was fun. I always like the challenges. They're very entertaining. I'm finding I really like them anyway. They're fun. Another time trial. Oh my god, what just happened to my camera? That was almost really bad. Good thing it wasn't. Ooh, these tight turns are really bad. But, evidently, or I'd like to know anyway. What's propelling these boulders? The boulders are sentient, by the way. Like, actually. Kind of a thing. It's going across downhill, obviously. Because the game's about rolling. And I must reiterate, the physics are very satisfying. If you know what you're doing. Which sometimes feels like I don't. Everything has weight, and you can feel that weight. You know? It's the feeling you get. Allow me a confession if you will. I don't like playing anything with controller, even if it's recommended. Except for Hitman, maybe, but I haven't actually played that with controller. I just know that I hate the original Hitman keyboard screen. It's awful. So I know this game technically probably does control better with controller. Thinking about it, right? It makes sense that it would. It's a game that, you know, uses a single-axis, plane-axis for while being probably benefiting immensely from like very precise directional control that you get control as opposed to WASD. But I don't want to. I feel like betraying my favorite medium of gaming. I'm a PC supremacist. I don't think consoles, even like console games are designed to control, so I do play those for an hour, but even then, I play those on PC because you can download emulators on PC. And emulators can have macros. You can't have macros on consoles. Checkmate. You know? But I understand, like, not everyone has a computer to play games. A lot of people have them just to, you know, do work. And that's an entirely understandable reason to own one. You kind of need one these days to play it. You know. All I'm saying is, being able to play games on it is also really fun. And totally worth it because there's so much more diversity. Especially compared to modern consoles. Like, night and day. In terms of, like, all the stuff to do. Quality experience. Yeah. That jump is designed to make me angry. But I'm not going to give in. I don't rage quit levels, or at least I try not to. Sometimes I take a break, but I do not rage quit. I've made that a promise. I've honestly probably the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. The first point in my life. You know, just so satisfied with everything that I do, the way that I live. So nice. And that's great. Because that's not gonna last forever. So I'm yucking it up while I can. I am doing this as much as I can. Loving life to the greatest degree of my ability. Oh. I need to not actually roll. I need to lower my speed when I get there. And again, some boulders control much better. Like, if it didn't have to use the bomb boulder, I would pick the key for the cow boulder, but those just control so cleanly. They're so easy to, you know... Oh. You know what? I'll take that as a sign and just do the race instead. Because I might be allowed to pick my boulder for the race. And if I can, it's probably going to be the cow, or the sheep. Because... yeah, the block is just pointless. Oh, they're playing Planet. My lord. That's one of the heavier boulders. It also has that little moon thing, which is a special effect. Different boulders have special effects. And special effects. Oh. Let's just hope that makes it that much harder for the AI to manage. The moon is great, though. Like, it is a nice effect. It helps you clear obstacles very well. You can see what I mean about the cow boulder being great for racing, even if I can't do it. Which means I'm probably just going to do the standard, because there are a lot more obstacles in this race, and I win. Crashing through stuff is going to be involved in that process. Yeah, I guess. Pretty sure it's an AI anyway. It seemed like it would be a person. I don't know why they set it up like that. That would just be awful. The online features of the old games I think still work if no one plays them. Burnout all over again. It's much harder to gain a lead in this game, so I don't have to watch the AI toss me and feel like a moron nearly as much as I did with Burnout. I should have committed more. That was a bad play. You need to have commitment and conviction if you are to succeed. Alright, but I'm still ahead, and this backstretching. That's bad. You can still control your bullets. Actually, I remember being able to control your bullets in that sense a little bit, but apparently not. Oh, that's differently designed this time, I think. Possibly. Nope, it's the same. Why it's blue now, I don't really know. But every obstacle does actually slow you down quite a bit. It's kind of their primary purpose. Boulders actually breaking is very common unless you're using a very soft boulder. You need to really know what you're doing to get that to happen. Or... I forgot you could do that. Oh. Poor lion. He was just doing his job, man. He didn't deserve that. Anyways, the races are much easier to 3-star. Max star. Probably because it's so easy to get all the stars on them. Anyways, back to the time file, now that I've had a little more, opening. After I finish this, we might move on to another episode. Or maybe I'll just do one, like, level selection per episode, and that'll be this format. Stop. Back just a bit. So I don't want to do backtracking. Maybe there's a shortcut I can use there. I didn't really consider that all that much. Because, you know, wasn't my first thought. Yeah, it does look like you could push shortcut that, but I'm not sure I stopped forward right now. But this I think I can do. Never mind. Maybe next time. Maybe this time. After I finish the time trial, the video might end. It's been going on for too long. Once this little fight aside, it's been going on for too long. Has decided that I'm not going to very quickly regain my aptitude for this game. So you're going to watch me flounder anyways, even at a game that I, at some point or another, thought I was actually really good at. Yay. pt2 video, which is somehow the third most viewed video on my channel. What the hell? Why do people watch that? Why would people watch the video that is my least favorite? Because it is quiet and awful, as previously stated. As stated in the title. I don't get it. I make my New Vegas videos, where I'm trying to be funny, like, and actually working kind of hard on it. I make my, Finding Live video, the first one, which is, I think, the second most viewed video on my channel. You know, complaining about my New Vegas series a bit dumb, because the first one of that got the most views out of any video I've ever made. somehow more than 30. But honestly, that was a little bit of algorithm bait. A little bit. Because that was when the Fallout show came out, and New Vegas, interest in New Vegas was, like, revitalized quite a bit. Not only among dedicated fans of Fallout, but also among new people who wanted to look back. And then the rest of those just kept dying out. Because the partially restricted content I had on there was not doing me any favors. YouTube, its algorithm was always going to be against me. Because I'm not funny. At all. Never was funny. I haven't been funny in years. But more than that, discovering new channels is kind of not the point. Unless you, like, curate it, target these interests. Like, unless you quite literally, specifically go out of your way to find weird old videos, there's not a lot of views. And weird new videos, there's not a lot of views. You don't really get recommended newer channels, smaller creators. Kind of crazy. Okay, come on. I'm so close, I think. No! Oh, come on! Oh! I need to take back the shortcut. Maybe two. Point is, I need stuff on level, or else I'm not going to get very far. I have a VR headset. Maybe I can record some VR videos. Actually, I have no games, so those are really terrible. I make less all kinds of sexual comments to other people. I barely make those in my videos at all anyway, so... Also, those are just cheap stuff. If I'm going to try and be entertaining and funny, it should be from something actually unique. And, you know, at least somewhat clever, not just stick and ball jokes. Lazy humor has taken over the internet. You know, it took over the internet a while ago. You know, it was always just say something racist, sexist, and or just homophobic, and be like, I can't say that anymore. Yes, you can. In fact, you're rewarded for saying it. Just easy laughs, easy views. You don't try. You're not clever. To those people, I hate you. I detest you. You're not entertaining. You know, it's not just those. Like, I could go on about mocking people for their appearance, or floundering, find anything interesting that you need to say. It's always the same goddamn shit. I have actively avoided those videos, and they still pop up, because they do not stop. The internet has rewarded these morons who think they're comedic geniuses with views for saying the most generic jokes you've ever heard that are barely even, like, jokes at all. It's infuriating. And yet, I maintain a monotone voice, because I can't get too animated when there are people in the room. What shame. What shame. makes me upset. You know what else makes me upset? Conspiracy theories. They make me angry. Some people think they're funny, you know? It's funny to laugh at them. They make me genuinely angry sometimes. Especially with some of the dumbest shit in the world being said by them. Denying anything they see. No reason, really. Somehow my jabbering about things I don't like is improving my performance substantially well. Cool. Should be able to make it time if I can learn how to do this workout. The only question is, does holding the jump button jump higher? Well, that's my primary question. Kind of feel like it does just a little bit. Ah! These boulders are surprisingly bouncy. You know, they don't just stop against the pillars. They boing. They do a little I'm just making noises now. You know, I checked the AI overview, well, on my videos at some point just to see what it says about my content. My god, you know, it's not wrong. It definitely has a more, you know, complicated way of describing my very simple statements. It honestly makes my content sound better than it is, which is shameful. If AI does a better job of describing your content than your content does, in a weird way, it feels terrible. You know? I hate AI as well. I've seen so many things in this world that make me irately angry that I just cannot avoid. And that also makes me angry. And yet, I still find places to enjoy myself. You know what else makes me angry? Go woke, go broke mentality people. Because what's astounding is they're wrong. First of all, they're just wrong. They have never been right once about that mentality. They have gotten it wrong every single time. Well, they have been right, but not because something went woke. There's so much stuff that they would call woke. I'm doing air quotes. You can't see me because I don't have a webcam. That it's just also bad. There's so much stuff that's described as woke that succeeded immensely, and they just choose to ignore because it doesn't fit their worldview. They're trying to convince you that everyone hates it, and it's actually a marker of poor quality, because then they can shove their ideology down your throat. It's awful. It's genuinely awful. What even defines woke changes depending on who they're talking to as well. Because there's no one element of ideology that's woke. It's just anything that disagrees with them and is newer. Which is another thing. Ideologies evolve. I don't think conservatives understand this. Ideologies evolve substantially over time. People get new ideas. People make new observations about the world around them and make new decisions based on those observations. And that changes how people see what was previously viewed as totally normal. And it is absurd to me that they don't seem to realize that the reason their beliefs are being phased out isn't because of some brainwashing or takeover, it's because new arguments and new ideas come to the world. And sometimes people agree with observations and ideas made in line with those observations. They don't get it. They just don't. They don't bother to understand it because it doesn't make sense to them. It's anti-intellectualism. Like, no joke, that is what it is. And it is upsetting me deeply about my life. I wouldn't say I know a lot of people who are like that, personally. I couldn't pinpoint someone I know in my direct life that is like that. But I have seen some morons try to defend that belief. And I do believe they're a minority. I choose to think that they don't. The majority of people who have, different beliefs than me have reasons for those different beliefs. But some people, man, they just believe the stupidest shit, the stupidest reasons, and refuse to be corrected. It is upsetting. I don't mean to get political, but sometimes I feel like it, because it helps me vent. And this is my YouTube channel, I'll do whatever I want here. I've been considering doing other things on this channel, other than just, gameplay over me. Well, me talking about nothing over gameplay of games that I like. But, oh, also, if there is anyone, there's no one like this, I'm convinced, but if by some abysmal chance there's anyone who likes my New Vegas series, short-lived as it was, sorry, but it's not coming back. I deleted that save file entirely. I don't quite get the nitty-gritty of why, but it's gone. It doesn't exist. Okay, finally. My lord. Oh boy. This video's gone on for quite a while. I think I'm gonna have to stop it here. These are the two videos I'm recording the same day. It's gonna go off this first one. Yeah, so that's Rock of Ages 3 for you. I'll probably make more of these. This is going to be my new YouTube series for a little while. So, ta-ta.